Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be Saturn retrograde messages for my dearest Sagittarius. So Sag, on May 23rd, Saturn is retrograding, and for the next 4.5 months, we're set to experience an intensification of karmic lessons and dealing with the past. So sometimes our current situation or challenge is kept on a loop because of unresolved past issues and karma. So karma, in essence, is the re-experiencing of an unhealed trauma over and over again. Abandonment fears, running cycles, and separation issues are nearly always rooted in childhood or past life karma. These negative energy blocks could be holding us back from the twin flame union, calling in or reuniting with our true soulmate or divine counterpart. So running or separation cycles are a clear indication of karma at work. So when we experience repeating cycles, we need to look at the deeper causes so that we can end running and separation permanently. So whether you're currently dealing with a karmic soulmate, which many of us have been led to believe are bad or that we need to stay away from them, when the truth is we need them to heal and resolve karma if we ever want to come into union with our divine counterpart. So some of you may be experiencing karma or on a karmic loop with your twin flame. And so this reading is going to look at what's happening now, how you can move through it with grace and ease, what you're learning, what you're leaving behind, so what karma you're releasing, what's on its way in as a result of that work, and what's your medicine for the moment. So my dear Sagittarians, I'm going to ask that you guys do check out your North Node. That I feel like these messages are going to resonate more when you check out your North Node. If you don't know what that is, you can do a quick sort of Google search to do a birth chart if you have your birth time and figure out what your North Node is. Also, at the end of this reading, I'm going to be doing a little healing prayer incantation activation for you. I am a Reiki master and a healer, so if you want to stick that out with me, you're more than welcome to. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the Sag. Let's see what's going on here, what messages Spirit wants to bring forth. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading. As I'm doing this, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, I also have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Temperance, look, that's your energy. It came flying out. Oh, I love it. Also, feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell, Sag. Okay, let's jump into this. Let's see what's going on. I just love how that card just flew out. Some of you guys are healers yourself, energy workers. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's happening now. Overall energy, what's happening now? Six of Cups, beautiful. Happiness, joy, soulmate union. How you can move through this with grace and ease. Okay, so this is actually your card as well. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, just as my Sagittarians are. So it's also an understanding or a need to understand that what goes up must come down, that there are ebbs and there are flows, and there's something to be learned, and there's something beautiful practicing gratitude in each and every step of the way, okay? What you're learning, the Fool, something new. Look at these powerful cards, Sag, that are coming out for you guys. Beautiful Aries energy. What you're leaving behind, indecision. There's blockages that are being removed. Obstacles are being removed. What's on its way in, what you've been waiting for. Although it may not feel like that in the 3D, Sag, but it absolutely is. And what's your medicine? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Sag, some of you guys are going through a karmic ending. Okay, whether that's ending a karmic relationship. Yeah, look at that. We get the 10 of Swords, overall energy. A painful ending between you and a karmic. And your medicine is trusting that this is happening for your highest and your greatest good. It's happening for your highest and your greatest good with the Ace of Wands. Something here has run its course. But Spirit wants you to know it's not a missed opportunity. It's a new beginning for you. And so this is what I was getting with this like focus on gratitude, which I know can be like so obnoxious and so hard to hear, you know, when it feels like, you know, everything has gone to SHIT. But not everything has, because Spirit's showing you there is a painful, difficult ending, whether you're releasing a person, whether you're walking away from your twin. But there's karma here that's being healed. This is divine intervention. It's putting you on a new path, one to happiness and joy. Some of us who have been on a twin flame journey, and I don't like to glamorize the twin flame journey either, because it doesn't always mean that we're going to, you know, spend our lives with our twin. You know, we have many soulmates, and it doesn't necessarily mean our twin is our life partner, but you guys are going to know. You do need to trust your higher self when it comes to these readings. You know, is this your twin? Is it your soulmate? The Six of Cups is a beautiful energy of reunion. Some of you guys, you're starting to dream about your person, or you've even met your person, but you're in a karmic connection, or your person is, your twin is. It's very possible. And that's something that needs to be healed and needs to be resolved before you can move forward. And it's kind of like you're trying to make this decision. You're not sure what's up, what's down, which way you should go. But I'm getting my Saggies out there. You have this very strong pull towards somebody new. I feel like there's guilt. I feel like there's shame involved with that. But Spirit's saying this is exactly what's supposed to happen. Interesting. Let's go ahead and let's clarify the Six of Cups. There's been some sort of painful ending. Some of you guys, you're in separation, or there's been a painful ending between you and your person. But I feel like, you know, the message is very clear, is very strong. Regardless of your situation, this was meant to happen. This was meant to happen. So please don't carry around guilt and shame for what has happened, for the decisions that you're making. Six of Pentacles, and yep, look at that. Wow. Absolutely. Some of you guys, this is somebody within this connection has a karmic partnership. Either you or your person have been dealing with somebody that was not giving to this connection, somebody who was breadcrumbing, somebody who was making you feel alone even though you were next to them. This is a karmic completion. In completing this difficult cycle and walking away from it, it's going to bring you happiness. It's going to put you into alignment with love, Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Wow. So again, it could be between you and your twin. You're closing out this cycle. You may be walking away, or maybe you have walked away from this person because they weren't putting in the effort. They weren't reciprocating, and it was doing you damage. Your person may have been, you know, too much out of ego. But for many of you guys, you're releasing a karmic situation because it's not just because you've met someone new, but because you know you deserve better. And this difficult ending, you might be feeling like you're down in the SHIT, but with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like Spirit saying this is destiny. This is destiny. This was meant to happen, this difficult ending. You know, it's this storm so that the sun and the rainbows could come out again. Because look at that Fool energy. This is your energy. Ready for something new, excited, carrying around less baggage, because in this position, it's like what you're learning, you're healing and releasing karma that's been keeping you from this happiness, from this reunion, from this union, from this love. So how you can move through this with grace and ease, recognize that everything happens for a reason, especially this separation. Wow. Yeah. Some of you guys, you're leaving behind a particular situation. Again, it could be your person, so you can swap the energies, but you're leaving behind emotional manipulation. Some of you guys were fighting for a relationship or a love or a situation, and you kind of lost sight of why you were fighting for this. Some of you guys, you may have been overly focused on manifesting a particular person, whether you feel it, whether they're your twin or not. And you're recognizing, oh my gosh, I've been channeling my energy into this person who isn't quite where they need to be. We're not in alignment. We're not in energetic alignment. This is a card here, Sag, the Five of Swords. This is Venus in Aquarius. This is about detaching, recognizing that all of these challenges, this ending, these experiences are happening for you, not to you, taking what you've learned. Many of you guys, you're leaving drama and emotional manipulation in the past. Some of you guys, you might have even found yourself sort of caught up in this. I don't know if it's like a tit for tat, or, you know, somebody was making you feel jealous, or, you know, there were people gossiping, or there was a third party situation, but you're recognizing it for what it is, really unhealthy, and you're cutting it away. You're cutting away from it because it's time for something new. Beautiful. I love this energy. And you're really, they're showing me the Magician here. You're transmuting a negative experience. You're seeing it for the positive, for how it's shaping you. It's helping you grow and ascend. It's putting you in alignment. Look at that. The Eight of Wands. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm going to keep all of these. The Four of Pentacles, releasing that what you've been clinging on to. Many of you guys, you were trying to manifest a particular person, or you were trying to make it work with somebody, whether it's your twin or it was a karmic, and you're recognizing that that is no longer your path, that you were overgiving, you weren't getting back, you want love, you're coming into alignment with love and unity consciousness. And we see the Lovers and the Eight of Wands, this new path you're on, Sag. You're releasing the old, outdated patterns and paradigms. You're calling in your true soulmate, this Gemini energy. Some of you guys, if it's karma between you and your twin, it's like you walking away. You accepting that things happen for a reason. You walking away, you're actually activating the cord and you're manifesting them by doing that. But for others of you, you're leaving a karmic situation behind and therefore manifesting your true twin flame, your soulmate. But there's something that you've been clinging onto that you need to release. Wow. But in doing so, look at that. You are manifesting love. You're manifesting balance. You're making a powerful choice here. It's a difficult choice. Okay. Because, you know, this is a difficult ending, a difficult separation, but you're taking what you've learned. You see, he's holding on to that one sword. He's in alignment. He has truth. He has knowledge. Whoop, we get nice confirmation there from my computer. He has truth and he has knowledge. He's looking at the damage that has been done, but he's also understanding that he can, like, where he's starting from right now, all of that can change. You know, he's starting this new journey. And he's leaving the past behind him. So that's that Venus in Aquarius, like recognizing this as part of your story, releasing guilt and shame, and moving forward. So what you're leaving behind is that indecision. Look at that Temperance again, coming out in reverse. Remember how your card just flew out in the beginning? Temperance, you're leaving behind a lack of alignment. Some of you guys, you were tempering your thoughts and your emotions. You were trying to just keep the peace, or you were trying to toe the line, like hoping things would get better, hoping that, you know, you would get your needs met, that if you just continued to do right or to walk the path, that everything would come into alignment. But I think the person that you were dealing with wasn't doing the work. Okay. And so it was creating a major imbalance here. And so what you're leaving behind, indecision, and it seems like it's a setback, but you're getting a higher perspective. And this is divine intervention because something had you off balance. And you're no longer willing to stand for that. You're no longer willing to be a part of that. So what's on its way in is what you're manifesting, this Lover's energy. It's a different, new, exciting way of being, a different, new, exciting, aligned relationship is what I'm getting. It's victory. Wow. And the Strength card in reverse. So we do get Capricorn, we get Leo, we get Gemini energy coming through really strong. Sagittarius energy also. But what I'm seeing here is that you're no longer willing to hold back, Sag. You're no longer willing to dim your light for somebody else, to overextend with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, to make somebody else happy, to enable somebody else to sort of tread on you. It's a very empowered energy. You're ready for something new. You're removing blocks and obstacles. You're coming into balance. You're making a very tough decision. It feels like you're going back to square one, but it feels really, really good. Now, there might be a little bit of a lack of self-confidence because it feels like you were embroiled in this karmic situation for quite some time. And I feel like this person liked keeping you where you were, Sag, for a long time. They used a lot of emotional manipulation, maybe making you feel like you couldn't do it on your own. But you can. What's your medicine? Also knowing that these things happen for a reason. Look at that. Seeing things very clearly, coming into alignment, taking what you've learned and moving on. Something here, I feel like there's some sort of devastation here, Sag. Something that was revealed to you about this person. It was that either they were making promises that they couldn't keep. Some of you, you may have found out that there were other people involved, or they just kind of, I'm getting this is a card of breadcrumbing. So it was like they were kind of painting a picture of how things would be in the future, but it never really came to be. You're seeing that and you're able to move on from a painful, hurtful situation. Look, Six of Swords, you moving on, taking what you've learned, moving. Some of you guys, you're finding out that there was like some sort of third party energy, but it's bigger than that. It's not just that, because it's like this person was out of alignment. This person kept you off balance. They knew how to do that because it fed their ego. Some of my Sagittarius, it's like, you know what you need to do, and you're in this energy of like trying to find and achieve balance, but there's something coming in for you that you don't quite see. And we see that here. What's on its way in? Your ships are coming in. So there may be a period where you kind of feel like you have to do it all, or you're going to be burning the candle at both ends, or it's kind of, it's like a difficult period. Maybe some of you guys are already in that because you're releasing something, an old pattern, something that you've been a part of for a long time, and it seems like second nature to you, or it seems like it's a part of you, and you might be a little bit nervous about stepping onto this new journey, but you're seeing things completely differently. Yeah, you're able to move on. You're able to move on from something that you haven't been able to in a very long time. And this is the karma. This is like you're ready for a new beginning. You're no longer willing to entertain this devil energy. Toxicity. I think you are dealing with somebody, Sag, here who was very, very selfish. And for some reason, it's like your judgment was clouded, or I don't know if there were children involved, but there was something here that sort of kept you stuck. And it's now there's some sort of undeniable truth, divine intervention, spirit coming in to call judgment, showing you that now it's time to release this. In doing so, you're calling in your true soulmate. You're calling in a reciprocated relationship. This is an energy of help on its way. Yeah, look at that. We get a double confirmation of the Ten of Swords. A very painful ending. I think you're feeling defensive. Some of you guys, you may have already gone through this ending, but you might be feeling like, you know, did I make the right decision? Can I do this on my own? Spirit saying absolutely, absolutely. The Seven of Wands is about rising above your challenges and problems. You will be moving on. You're moving into this beautiful state of alignment. Because you've received the download. You're seeing things for what they truly are. You're moving on. You have help. Peace of mind. And I feel like also it's like this, when you're in this energy of finding balance, focusing on you, you know, it's not a sustainable energy, the Two of Pentacles, but that's because what you've been waiting for is on its way in, Sag. You're not even going to see it coming. You're not even going to see it coming, but it is going to put everything in perspective for you. Wow. I mean, the Six of Swords coming out like left, right, and center. I love this because you're moving on. You are actually healing and clearing this karma, which is keeping you out of union, Sag. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, and I feel like this is your energy. And we see that with the Devil energy. There's an intensity here. This is someone that you had a lot of love for, somebody that you spent a lot of time with, or you were really trying to manifest, but there's some sort of undeniable truth here that things need to end, that it's time for a new beginning. For some of you, you've just waited too long. I hid who I really am from you. Yeah, so I do feel like with the Seven of Swords coming out, the Five of Swords here, there was somebody here that wasn't quite honest with you, but I think there's that discovery, there's that enlightenment here, Sag. That's allowing you, that's allowing you to move forward. That truth. I wish things could be different. I feel like that's both of your energies. Like you wish things could be different, but you know that they're not. You and I were too young. Yeah. Okay. Take that how it resonates, Sag. For some of you guys, it's also just like, I feel like this person also kept you stuck. Okay, but again, remember, karmic situations, we need them to heal and to clear. And I think this person really catapulted you onto your spiritual path that's now allowing you to move forward, to come into alignment with your true divine counterpart. I think also you're not willing to believe what you're told. This person may be somebody that you and I were too young. I do feel like this could be somebody who was a little bit older, somebody that you were very young when you guys got involved, or maybe even like high school sweethearts and that sort of thing. You're on this path of ascension because look who just popped out, Serapis Bay. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. This is somebody who I think also started to feel your ascension taking place, and they tried to clamp down even harder, Sag. This is you really stepping into your power, even if you don't feel completely ready for it. And we get White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Yeah, and that's what you're doing. You're healing this karma. You may have a history here. It could be, it's something that's been passed down to you. A way of, it's like a love language. You could see that there are similar patterns when it comes to love and relationships that you're repeating. Again, remember, a lot of these energy blockages come from childhood or past life karma. Okay, so it's important. You do have ancestors around you who are helping you and guiding you to manifest this new beginning, to release this old way of doing things. Capricorn energy is coming through very strong. Okay, Leo as well. Okay. So there is this beautiful new beginning here for you, Sag. And you are absolutely ascending. You're calling in your true divine counterpart by releasing this past situation. Yeah, there's just, like all of the cards that I'm looking at that they're drawing my attention to, the Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man, getting a different perspective, and the Six of Swords is allowing you to move on. This is all about your ascension, the work that you've been doing. The Six of Swords, moving on. The Fool, Eight of Wands. Things are going to unfold for you very quickly, but it is about learning to sort of stand up for yourself. For some of you, we are talking about somebody that you were like, that is from your childhood, or you married very young, or somebody you've been with for a very long time, because we see that, you and I were too young. All right, we get meaningful sacrifice, Ascended Master Jesus, and Rose Sophia. 23 breaks down to a 5, so there are a considerable amount of challenges here, Sag, but it's almost like, well, let's go ahead and read from the book. meaningful sacrifice, that you're recognizing that this is what needs to be done for you to move forward on your journey, that you can't continue in this energy. It's not sustainable after you've found out what you've found out, okay? And this is really normal, you guys. When we start to ascend, you know, we can't take everyone and everything with us, and we may feel a little bit isolated. But we also realize there are certain people and situations that need to drop away in order for us to continue on this journey, okay? And that's what I'm really picking up on. So I'm going to read from the book. This is Alana Fairchild's Crystal Mandala Oracle. A meaningful sacrifice is being asked of you. It is the foregoing of a situation that you want so that another more appropriate situation, one that your soul truly needs, can come into being. And that's what's coming into being. This is what this reading is about, you guys. This meaningful sacrifice is actually a divine blessing, although it may not feel that way initially. It is a withholding from you of that which would seduce you away from the truth of your path. The world can be a most intriguing and fascinating place. Being open and curious about life can help you feel energized and inspired. Yet, if your body or mind becomes enchanted by that which is not truly meant for you, this leads you away from the path upon which you actually find real joy, fulfillment, and happiness. Such distractions, as alluring or perfect as they may seem, cannot provide the deep satisfaction for which you yearn. It may even end up causing you unanticipated and otherwise unnecessary pain, okay, which you shall then need to resolve. When the blessing of meaningful sacrifice is bestowed upon you, you are being protected. The protection may seem like a no from the universe, which brings frustration, perhaps also a deep despair or disappointment to your heart. We acknowledge the suffering you may experience with tender compassion. However, there is something more for you, more suitable, more loving, more grand, more healing, more tender, more gracious, and more beautiful. Okay? So Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. Powerful, powerful words to end with. If this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me and for allowing me to be a part of yours. For those of you who would like to stay for the prayer and incantation, I'm just going to ask that you focus on the candle. Try to sit up straight and come into alignment. Just take a moment and take a deep, deep breath. You can repeat after me or silently. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release all attachment, guilt, shame, manipulation, lack of forgiveness and anger, betrayal, abandonment, and intimidation that have contaminated my experience of love and ability to trust in the universe. I now choose to know, honor, and express the purity of meaningful sacrifice, with the full understanding that a higher grace guides me, protects me, empowers me, as needed to walk my sacred life path and fulfill my divine destiny. I trust in this grace unconditionally, through divine grace and unconditional love. So be it. May those of whom meaningful sacrifice is asked feel the compassion of the universe for their work and access the tremendous inner strength that they need to succeed in the divine life mission. According to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding, so be it. I trust unconditionally in the wisdom of meaningful sacrifice. I tap into the joy of my soul as I walk my true path, knowing that the sweet and total fulfillment offered by my own unique divine destiny is worth every effort on my part. I am brave, courageous, and disciplined, and I accept the magnificent grace that is manifesting through me now in accordance with divine protection. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there, sending you lots of love and light. Take care.